Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is episode 14 of my creation kit series. I skipped the whole starting at my desktop and everything, so we're just going to start out here. As you can see, I've got the house loaded up. I got my test cell loaded up here. Alright, let's go ahead and see what I've done here so far. We'll go ahead and click on the deer right there, and then hit shift, hold shift, hit F. As you can see, I went ahead and put those up there. Now, when you get them up there, the best thing to do is make sure they're not their havoc settles isn't turned on. What you can do is just take and slide the deer over here like this, because and as you can see, it says don't havoc settle. That's because I placed the first one and then I copied them all. Alright, let's put the deer back. We'll just put him right there. That ought to work. If you want to see what the blood's going to look like, just hit your Havoc's button up here. You can see where he's going to fall too. Okay, see, he's not gonna do so good. So we're gonna hit undo there. Actually, what I might be able to do is, now that I've done that, check this out, guys. Here's a good trick. I didn't think about this. We're just going to go ahead and then we're going to slide him up like that. I didn't even realize that I could do this. Ha! I should have thought about that. Make sure he's not in there. Oh, a little bit up. We'll slide him over. We'll slide the bloody rags over this way, maybe. Move those around someplace. Hey, we might even want to shrink those down, right? Okay, now I've put my deer up there, and now he's dead. He's already dead. So I'll go ahead and hit my Havoc's button again, like that, and then I'll turn it off. Now I'm going to click on the deer, and I'm going to don't havoc settle. Make sure I got that deer. Okay, yeah, he starts dead, and don't havoc settle. Now, when I hit havoc settle, look at that. Worked out really well. That worked out really well. Got something to remember. Now I want to show you what else I did. I added a sharpening bench here because, butchers, sharpening stone, axe, get it? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn on my nav mesh. As you can see, I cut it out. I already cut it out. The blue marker is on a piece of nav mesh. I also nav meshed the walk-in cooler that I made down here. It's all nav meshed out. Alright. And just because, I'm going to hit the check button up here, because that's the finalized for the nav mesh, and I'm going to turn it off. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. A little bit different. We're going to do a little scripting work. Now, if you did the preparing for the future video and undid your scripts file, this will work perfectly. First thing you're going to need is a button, because we're going to make a working light switch. There's the button I'm going to use. I'm going to use that Dwemer button. I could use the Imperial button, but it's just really too much hassle. The Imperial button, you have to move it around and put it all on the floor, or put it all on the wall and everything. So it's kind of hard to deal with. You want to leave your markers on for this. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put it. Yeah, that'll work. So I'm going to take this here Dwemer button and I'm going to drop it on the floor. There it is. And maybe turn it around like that and slide it in. Don't worry about it if it clips into the floor like that. That's fine. Yeah. and we'll go out, look at it, then Shift F to get down, really look at it. Now, right off the bat, I want to do this. I'm going to turn my nav mesh on, and since I have it selected, it'll be selected in nav mesh. I'll hit my cut button, and it cuts it out automatically. I'll hit finalize. Finalize cells complete. Now I'm going to close that. Now I know it's there. Now for this is for a light switch. So we need to take and have a marker to connect the light switch to. So what you want to do is clear your filter out, type in X marker. Don't use this one. You could probably use it, but I'm going to just use just a simple X marker, and I'm going to drop that right there. Don't worry, you won't see that during the game. Just like that, right? Okay. Now we have to write our script. Now I'll include the script in the description section of this video. This is a script by DarkFox127, and I know it says store light switch script. I didn't have the original. I just had the script that I made, so I just used that. But it's the same script that DarkFox uses. I'll go ahead and I'll put the link to DarkFox's channel in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to highlight everything. Don't highlight the script name, and that's not even going to be shown in the description. I'm just going to have just the script. Go ahead and highlight the whole script. Right click, copy. Now if you got, you should get Notepad++ for this. And I'm going to go back here just like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on my light switch right here. The switch I've put in. Don't worry about it if it's closed. It's always closed. Double click. And I'm going to bring up the reference window. I'm going to slide all the way over to where it says scripts. Just like that. Leave all this stuff. And I'm going to push add. And it takes a second. Might not take your computer a second. See, it says not responding. And it'll probably do that. Don't worry about it. Just yes to all. It might not take yours as long. Now I've got light switch scripts I could use, but I don't want to change none of that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to double click on new script, and I'm going to name this. You always start. You have to start it with like an underscore. I start with an underscore, and then I'm going to go 000 house hall lights script. I had to look at that. I was like, what was wrong with that? Don't worry about it. Well, just so I don't get confused, because I get confused easily, guys. You would not be surprised. You'd be surprised. Because of my MS, I get confused easily. I'm going to hit OK on that. And then I'm going to hit OK again. Of course, it's going to say not responding. I wouldn't be surprised if the whole thing crashes on me. I've been having a tough time this week. Nope, it's good. Alright, let's see where that went. There it is. It was hiding back there. That's okay. Okay. Now we've got this. What we have is a script. You right click, edit source. You don't see anything here. What we do is we're going to go ahead and go to the end. Push that right there. Now this extends an object reference. What you do is click here, push paste. Now you can see the script that I copied is there, right? Okay. Click on build, click compile. Down here it'll say compiling, compiling, compiling. It's taking its sweet time, man. And it says compile succeeded. Great. That's what we wanted. Click file, click save, and it'll say saving here, and it should, yeah, save succeeded. Excellent. Now, what I want to do is I want to keep that highlighted, then I'm going to click on properties. And what this does is this lets the script know what to use, and it doesn't have a default value yet, so you hit, it doesn't have a value yet, so you hit edit value, and this will come up and it'll say pick reference and render window. Push that, put your cursor right over top of the light, just like that. Just double click it and then check it. It says X marker. Yep, everything's good there. Alright, got that done. Now we need to attach the lights so that the light switch will actually do something. So we're going to click on the light. That's the first light, and I'm going to double click it, and instead of using the script, I'm going to click on enable parent. I'm going to slide that to the side so I can see what I'm doing in my render window, because I want to be able to have that X marker there. And then I'm going to select the reference. I'm going to select the X marker. Just like that. Now you see the line running from the light to the X marker, right? And I'm going to do that for all the lights in the hallway, all the way up and all the way around. Okay? And I'll come back when I have that all done. Okay, I've went ahead and I've connected all these hallway lights. Every light is connected to an X marker, and the X marker is its active parent. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to zoom in here. I have that one done. Now I'm going to go ahead, since I got the X marker up over here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop an X marker in here. Just like that. I'm going to type button. And we're going to find my Dwemer button here, and I'm going to drop that in there. Zoom in on it. Shift F. And that looks pretty good right where it's at. I might want to move it out a little bit. Let me see here. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I can deal with that. Looks good from that side. Yep. Hit my nav mesh button. See how it's on the nav mesh? That's alright. We'll just cut it out. Finalize. And out. Alright, now we'll go ahead and double click on the Dwemer button. And just like the first time, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add a new script. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the same script. Now, let me slide down here so we can look at it. Right there's my same script. Don't add that one though, because we're doing a different room. We want these lights to be off all the time, so I'm gonna add the same script, but this time it's gonna be 000 house kitchen lights script. Push OK, push OK. Did it push OK? Push OK. Now it's not responding. There it is. And just like that, same thing as last time. I still got it on the desk. I still got it on the clipboard. I'll go ahead and paste it in, just like that. We know that everything looks right. And basically, what this is this is the event when you push the button. If the lights are disabled, go to state lights on. Otherwise, go to state. If the lights are on, it'll go to state lights off, right? And then the rest is the event, like that, and it always ends with end state, and then it's done. Okay. Dark Fox explains it a lot better than I do. He knows a lot more about scripting. Okay, and click on your build, click compile. It'll take a second depending on your computer. I got kind of a low-end computer, so it takes a second to do stuff like this. Compile succeeded, and save. And save succeeded. Cool. Now we click on properties, highlight that, hit edit value, select pick reference, and I am going to pick the main light, X marker, OK. OK. Just like that. Now, I noticed something, that something else was highlighted, so, yeah, I want to hit my nav mesh button, make sure I didn't cut any nav mesh that I didn't want to cut out. Oh, I'm good. Alright. And it's just like the hallway, except this time we're going to do it like this, and we're going to connect the lights. We don't want to add the script, we just want to enable parent. And that does that, and we'll do that for this light. Okay. And we'll do it for this light here. Enable parent. Okay. Do it for this light over here in the corner. Enable parent. Now if that happens, just click on that and click out of it. If that happens, if you lose your X marker because it's not showing in the render window, you want to have it showing in the render window so you can actually select it. And that was kind of crazy. Zoom out here so I could do. Now you obviously we're gonna do that with all the lights in the room, right? Except the firelight. The firelight's the only one I don't do. I mean, you can do it if you want to, but personally I think it look a little crazy if all of a sudden, you know, you walk into a room and a fire's going and it doesn't have any light, and you hit the button, all of a sudden the fire's going. That's, you know, I usually make the fires so they give off light no matter what. Alright. And that is all there is to that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this for each room. And I'm going to make a new script for each room, depending, like this one will be 000 house crafting lights script, bedroom light script, trophy or armory lights script. You see what see where I'm going with this? You make a new script for each room. That way each room's lights will turn on and off. And then the hallway lights, when you first go in, you can do it. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put the scripts I'm going to do all the lights just like I did with this room here. Oh, you know what? I didn't think about this. I forgot I had this extra little one over here. I'm going to take that, and because I put the thing on here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit that, so that way my walk-in lights come on. Now you can actually put a switch in there, its own switch in there for walk-in lights, but you know, I don't see a need to do that personally. I just like this. Now I've only got two lights in here, so this ain't gonna take too much longer. I'm probably gonna want to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, there we go. That ought to do it. Always make sure that it selects the X marker. Always make sure, because if you accidentally do something like that, just move it out of the way. Not a big deal. Alright, because if it selects something else, then that light will stay on, and for whatever reason, always make sure it's the X marker though. Okay, as you can see, all my lights are all connected now. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add light switches to all of this, and then I'm going to do a quick in-game test. Alright, see you when I'm done. Okay guys, I've went through and I've connected all my lights to my X markers in my room. I got my buttons, I got my extra scripts made. Let's go ahead and click on this just to show you what I'm talking about here. I'll go over here to scripts, I'll go to this, and I will just hit add, because I'm not actually going to add anything, I'm going to cancel it. But we move down, and you can see here that I got house bedroom, house crafting, house hall, and house kitchen. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different scripts I've put in, one for each button. Cancel, cancel. Alright, then I'll go ahead, I'm going to click on each light. See how they're all connected to the X marker here? Yup. All the ones in this room are connected to this X marker in the room, and the script is connected to the X marker, so everything should work. So let's go ahead and go in game and give it a test, and Bubba will see you in game. Alright guys, we're here in our test cell with Bubba. I know you can't hardly see him, but let's take a look. Wow man, it is pretty dark. Now first thing we see is our little button here. Let's check this. Activate the button. Boom! Lights are on. Notice that the lights are off in that room. Lights are off. Oh, where's the other door? Here it is. Lights are off in that room. Alright, cool. We'll go up to the top here. Lights are on all the way up here, just like the rest of them. Okay, we'll go with this one. Lights come on. Very good. And we're going to go ahead and do this one. Lights come on just like they're supposed to. Everything, yep, all these lights on. Everything works there. Let's go ahead, go down to the crafting room. There's the crafting room. And let's see, we'll hit that button. Yep, that come right on. And finally, this room. Now, remember what I said about not doing the fireplace light, because that's going to stay on all the time. That's on. Let's see how my deer looks. Hey, that worked out what I did. Awesome. Make sure the lights are on down here. Yep. Well, that worked out pretty good. Wait. Gotta make sure my grindstone's gonna work. Okay, everything looks good. Alright guys, this has been episode 14 of my Creation Kit series. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and tune in next time where I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start working on the crafting room. Alright, have fun guys.